HRSI is a healthcare receivables specialist that has been serving providers and patients since 1997. Its corporate headquarters is located in downtown Philadelphia, the heartland of the nation's top hospitals and medical teaching institutions. HRSI is a company that prides itself in exceptional performance, integrity, and customer care. HRSI, bridging the gap between providers and self-pay patients.
In February of 1997, I worked for a company called HHL Financial Services. I had been the salesperson for 5 years, so I had all the relationships with the hospitals. And I felt I knew what we needed to do to improve, and I believed it was with client servicing. I decided to partner and buy the Pennsylvania market of that company. So what I did for the next 18 months is go out and meet with everyone that was our client, because I really wanted to establish ourselves as a company that really goes way out of their way to service people.
When we start to work with our clients, we get really embedded in their process. We become very embedded in the entire hospital system's process. And we develop partnerships and trust through that. The best programs work when when our clients and ourselves are working together in a partnership to assist the patients and the hospital.
What we do is deal with patients that have no insurance. So it's a very sensitive subject. So you have to be able to really, relate with these patients and not make them feel that there's anything wrong with the fact that maybe you don't have insurance, and we're going to help you. It's always letting them know this is a help.
Somebody goes into the hospital, they come to the emergency room, they get admitted to the phospital. The last thing they're thinking about is paying their bill. They're not. They're in the hospital bed. Why am I here? It's not, their first thought isn't their bills. It's not their how they're going to pay for it. Do they have insurance? What tests are going to be covered? What's not going to be covered? That type of stuff is not what's going through your mind as a patient. It's what's wrong with me and how am I going to get better? We have the ability to understand how to compassionately work with patients to get them what they need and get the hospital what they need as well, which is the patient needs to have some type of coverage and be able to be, so the hospital can get reimbursed for the services that they provide.
When we interview a patient, we look at every program they could be eligible for. So whether it's Medicaid, or it's an insurance through the marketplace, or financial assistance through the hospital, we're looking at everything. The first thing we like to do is we like to have access to the hospital system to be able to pull our own referrals so that we can see the patients anytime throughout the day or night to go interview them for medical assistance.
I know one of the key points that also clients and people talk about is what we call our cycle time, which means the moment you give us a referral or a patient to deal with, how fast can you get that person through the whole system?
We've reduced that cycle time from an areas of where it would be above 60 days, 70 days. We've shortened that time in most cases to under 45 days, which is quite significant.
The importance of it is getting the patient enrolled in an insurance right away. So this way they can receive the proper follow-up care so they're not readmitted to the hospital because they don't have insurance. It also helps the hospital because the patients are then coming back to their sites for services, and then it also helps with reimbursement.
And they know when they see an application from HRSI, they know what they expect. They understand that the package for that application of information that they're going to be receiving is going to be accurate, it's going to be complete, and it's something they can turn around very quickly.
I've always said that from the day we started the business. We're going to stand for a lot of integrity. We all make mistakes. If you make a mistake, come to me and talk to me. And the other thing is, when you make a mistake, you want to go to the client and admit it, but you also want to have a solution.
At HRSI, what we've learned in 30 years is that when you couple our outstanding performance with integrity, honesty, and compassion, we provide a service that's second to none in the industry.